Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Southeast Termite and Pest Control. The weather is cold and wet. You might think that means bugs won't be a problem, but it can actually mean just the opposite. Spiders, roaches, and ants, well, they can be more active in your home during winter because they've snuck in for a little warm vacation. Evict them. Call Southeast Termite and Pest Control this week. Visit southeasttermite.com today. You'll be happy you did. I've been using them for many, many years. They've been around since 1971. Southeast Termite and Pest Control. All right, take a look here. These are 24/7 sports recruiting rankings. The classes are all done and dusted, supposedly, at this point. Somebody, I guess, could sign somewhere, but there you go. We're looking at Tennessee, number 13. In the SEC, you got Georgia, Alabama, Texas, LSU, Oklahoma, and Auburn all ahead of the Vols. You got the Vols right ahead of Florida, so basically half the 16-team league is in the top 14 teams in the country. I thought something was interesting, though. You'll see Clemson is number 11, Tennessee number 13. I was looking at the national guys, and I'm going to put Ryan Callahan on the spot here in a second, but let's flip to the next slide here. They listed their winners and losers, and they listed Clemson as a loser, and it says typically Clemson wins in recruiting. They win with top players. They landed 2 top players this cycle. That list is usually 5 or 10. They're taking a step backward. They are losers. So Ryan Callahan, I put you on the spot by saying, if they're losers with their 2 5-stars, and Tennessee got 2 5-stars and they're ranked 2 slots behind Clemson, what does that make Tennessee in this recruiting class?
I will say I disagree with this take a little bit because Clemson, when you look at them historically, they've got a couple top 5 classes from when they were really hot winning national titles. Otherwise, they're a top 10 or top 15 program in recruiting. So I would say this is more in line historically with what they've done. Plus, you throw Oregon and Miami in the top 5 like we saw. That's not something we usually see. NIL has changed everything. Everybody's got more competition. So I think with Tennessee's class, you look at it, it can be whatever you want it to be. That's kind of what I've said of this class. If you want to look at the negative, it's there. They missed it. They lost some battles that could have changed this class. Win 1 more battle, this is a top 10 class. Win 2 more, you're on the verge of a top 5 class. So could have been a lot better. But even where they are, the top half of this class is still pretty good and stacks up favorably with the 2023 class that was a top 10 class with Nico Iamaleava. So I think overall the class is still what you needed, but could have been even better, and just 1 or 2 more pieces could have made this one of the better classes they've had in recent years. So it's depending on how you look at it, glass half full or glass half empty.
Your argument, though, would be that Clemson, in your opinion, isn't a loser. You wouldn't have classified them as a loser?
I wouldn't have probably put them there, but, you got to pick somebody, I guess.
Yeah, okay. All right. So overall with this class, you could say it was hit or miss. Let me ask you this. How do you feel about this group recruiting at this point? Are they really good? Are they solid? Are they not so good?
I think solid is a good way to put it. I think the key is going to be how well do they evaluate over time. They've shown they can recruit well. NIL has obviously made things tougher. I think the key is going to be, are they those guys in the bottom half of the class, are you getting much out of them? Are you finding some steals here and there? And when you get 4 and 5 stars, this was Butch Jones's downfall. When you get 4 and 5 stars, they've got to be the right ones. So especially in the NIL era, you're not getting those guys without being competitive in NIL. Are you devoting your resources to the right players? That's a lot of this, and if they don't hit on the right guys, that'll be the test in the long run, I think. Are they getting the right players?
Moving forward for 2025, they've already gotten several guys, but 1 more yesterday, recruit out of Collierville, a receiver.
Yeah, landing an in-state receiver, Joakim Dotson, a longtime target, had an offer from Tennessee for more than a year, visited several times, was back in town last weekend for Tennessee's junior day, their first of the year because of weather a couple weeks before, and that kind of wrapped things up for him. So up to 6 commitments now, first wide receiver in the class. They
4-star?
3-star, but probably looking for 4 receivers in this class, so you need a guy like that early on to probably lay the foundation while you go after the bigger guys that are higher ranked. But 6 commitments off to a good start there. Now in the top 10, very early, obviously, in the 2025 team rankings. So off to a solid start there. And 6 commitments, a pretty good number. I think that's a reflection of Tennessee's continuity and not the fact they've not had a lot of turnover staff-wise, which we'll kind of get into when we discuss in a minute. They've not had a lot of that to deal with, and it shows in year 4 with the way you can get early commitments like this.
Let's lead right into that. Jerry Mack, running back coach for all 3 years of Josh Heupel's stay here at Tennessee, looks like he's going to the NFL. It's been reported for the last couple of days that he's finalizing his deal with the Jacksonville Jaguars. He interviewed with a couple of other teams as well. That one hasn't crossed the finish line unless it's done so in the last 37 minutes. If he leaves, how big of a recruiting hit? Now, obviously, you can make up for that if you hire somebody better or hire somebody worse. It's going to impact that. But just his departure, how big of a hit would that be?
It would be a little bit of one. I think this staff, again, solid recruiting across the board. So I don't think they're not as reliant on any one star recruiter as maybe some past staffs with Jeremy Pruitt and Brian Niedermeyer, some of the guys like that on his staff. But
this guy isn't walking around with Chick-fil-A bags,
right,
is he? Right.
Exactly. But Jerry Mack had some ties in North Carolina where he was the head coach before. He has some ties in Memphis that obviously Joakim Dotson, a guy that he recruited for a long time. So those ties, you would have to replace them. But I would say replaceable in some ways, but still you've got to find the right guy that can be the right fit. And he's been a good fit for this staff from the start. So the key would be, would the current running back commitment, Justin Baker, be good with the turnover there? I think with the rest of the staff would be able to absorb that because you have continuity there. But still, you got to find the right fit. And if you don't have the right guy there, you could be looking for another running back in this class, which would kind of put them back at square one.
Very good. Ryan Callahan, GoVols247.com. We'll see you back on the other set when we come back. And when we come back, we'll see you over there as well. We'll be talking about, we're going to blow through it, the latest on the lawsuit. What happens on Tuesday when Tennessee and the NCAA walk into the same courtroom in East Tennessee? And then the Attorney General for Tennessee is throwing out a new couple of defenses. We'll talk about that. And then we get into money and its impact on college football and that poll you've got there. Go ahead and click for us. Let us know what you think there. And we got some Super Bowl prop bets later. Come on back on the sports.